One thing I have found out is if you go, now that I'm on this side of the pulpit a lot, one thing I found out is if I go with an attitude of worship,
That's it.
it doesn't matter what the music, it doesn't matter what the lights. I'm not going there for that. I'm going to find and experience God.
Yeah, that's it.
And the good thing about God is you can find him anywhere.
That's it. Yeah, that's great. The mission of our church, one of the statements in our mission is that we want to create environments where people can, and it runs on, but where people can have their life changed. So our heart is to create an environment. A couple weeks ago, I mean, I don't want to get crazy and make people turn TV off, but a couple weeks ago, we cast a devil out, you know.
That's all right.
Poor young man showed up and he was bound, and we went to battle with the enemy. You know, we still have people getting spirit filled, even though, like you're saying, we've got that young look, that young vibe about us. We are spirit filled. We want people. We want to create an environment where when the enemy comes into it, he's shook up.
Yeah, that's right.
But when people come in, when the believers come in, that they're encouraged. And you just said it. We can create that environment at Walmart.
That's right.
At the gas pump, at
That's
the
right.
Jimmy John's.
Come
you know,
on.
anywhere we go, we can create that environment where
Yeah.
people can have life change. Man, you get me fired up right there. I know we're kind of going a different route.
Well, we got time. We can do it.
I don't want to take the show over, but that fires me up because I was preaching a few weeks ago about Jesus when the crowds, he said something hard to them. You were talking about communion earlier. He said something hard to them. Unless you eat of my flesh, drink of my blood, you have no part with me. We know now he was talking about communion. The disciples said, that was tough. Those kind of harsh words, Jesus. He asked the disciples, he said, what are people saying about me? Well, some say John the Baptist, some say you Elijah, you know, they're saying, he said, but what about you? What do you say?
Oh.
And Peter speaks up and says, you're God.
That's
Where
right.
else would we go?
Come on.
You are the Son of God. To whom else shall we go? Only you have the words of life.
That's right.
Those are the things these disciples would say back to Jesus. And he says to Peter at that instance, he says, flesh and blood didn't reveal that to you, but my Father in heaven. And he said, on that rock I'll build my church.
Come on.
And the whole heart of that, and the whole reason I just directed us totally away from how we were going to talk about it on this program, the whole heart of that is Jesus looks at a man and says, on that I'll build my church. He didn't walk up in Saraland first and say, man, what a beautiful facility. Here I'll build my church. No, he's talking about people that have revelation. And my heart is this. I want you to come to church. This is what I've been preaching. Then we'll go to what me and you said we were going to talk about.
No, you go, man.
This is what I've been preaching. Sunday is for inspiration. Monday is for revelation. I want to inspire you on Sunday. I want to preach the word, and I want you to I want your mind to come open.
Good.
When I talk about Jesus walking on the water, I want you to believe in that moment. This cat really was walking on the water. And Peter really did get down out of the boat and walk on the water with him.
That's right.
That's inspiration, though.
Yes, sir.
So then on Monday is revelation, where you go get in your word and you read that story. And then, you know this, it's then seed planted inside of you that springs to life, and then you have revelation. When you have revelation, then you have activation.
That's right.
And activation is faith with works, which is not dead. And that's how the world changes. So when Jesus says, I want to build on this, I'm going to build my church, he said, on a man with revelation, I'm going to build my church.
That's good.